Let's get this game going, and I tell you what, that is such a central line to fly through. It is perfect to kick things off as the plane flies in the sky, the hot heat of Myanmar. It shall be interesting. We're seeing quite a couple of early drops as AMW trying to drop down to Oasis. We've got a couple go to Le Cobra. But realistically, we're going to see some San Martina and Hacienda also drops in, of course, not forgetting our biggest area, Los Lienos. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of how you say these, but, you know, I'll ask my Myanmarian friend how they're truly pronounced.
All right. Now the drops are initiated. And taking a look at AMW, who definitely had some interesting maps in the previous sessions, one of them even being a claim of their own. The best way for them to start, it seems to be shooting out people who have yet to touch the ground.
Oh, that breaks some rules. Hold up. It's not physical rules, but it is gentleman agreement rules that you do not shoot out your opponents on the first drop.
That is true.
And there will be Holla in the place we will be frowned upon because it is it's not a written rule, so it's not like he can't do it, but it's an unwritten rule. It's like I'm trying to think of a very, very popular one. In hockey, you touch in ice hockey, if you touch the goalkeeper, you're gonna get beat up. It's an unwritten rule.
Absolutely. And while Maestro's dodging and weaving these bullets from Doctor, ooh, that's really going to be shaking me up. How much more can be shot? He's lost all of his bullets trying to take out a single piece of utility onto this player. And, well, that's some respect.
He's going to beat him up. He's going to beat him up. He's Fafu is going to run up and start a fist fight. Come on. I started Rocky and then changed into Hawaii 5-0, but nonetheless, Far's found a weapon. He's definitely got something to go, but honestly, we kind of want to see the punch-up to come through as he presses right up to him. Is there a gun in their hands? Possibly. Now he's jumped inside the building. Oh. It's just going to be a back and forth on the door. Yeah, he's got no gun. What can you do?
Not much of a choice given, but Hazari, respect where it needs to be given currently. Fantastic dodging of the bullets and still being able to live for so long. Now, there seems to be someone again defying the laws of gravity with this scar. Beautiful artwork here, and just nicely swooping it in, going to this church, finally hoping to find some artillery to use for the later parts. And right now, again, we're having ourselves a beautiful view of this church. My God.
Do you want me to do a sermon for these guys while we wait for some action?
I don't know. Do I?
Oh, you do.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. To our Holy Father and Lord, to give us the luck in RNG, may the Korean gods, because it's a Korean game, look over us and tell us that the zone will be nice. And pray for some action and bombs and explosions. Kill them all, basically. Hell Satan for this. Told you it was worth it.
That just... Okay, we're gonna go past that. Nothing just happened. Let's take a look at the current action ongoing. A bit of a sandstorm. It seems like we're checking out the weather ongoing as Maestros, they're having themselves a bout here. Kurbos down onto one, looking to extend it, and then one fallen teammate, possibly giving off a bit of a grudge to the remaining rest.
Yeah, there's going to be a little grudge, but, you know, 'tis what it is. But how about that? Just a quick shoot and... goodbye, as Maestros. They lost one of their players early on by a poor drop, but Smelly, well, that's not the shots that you want to see, but the reinforcements are coming from the rear. That is exactly not what the Pharynxes want, and this looks like it could be over and done with so early here.
Ooh. What a job to start us off. The Phoenix have been eliminated. and Maestros being the ones to put them in the grave. An interesting beginning, that also being the first team, again, just passing that 5-minute mark, an early initiation, and a lot more teams seem to be going towards each other for Rush, facing off against 31, finishing one of their players.
Yeah, it definitely is not the way they wanted to kick things off, and just to make it even worse, we start to see 60-55. Esports has been lost a player early on. This just goes from bad to worse from them.
Oh yeah, 55 really do lose that type of aggression once push comes to shove. And look at them just standing still. I don't know if they've realized what they've currently lost, but that's the first player on your team. You either need to avenge him, or of course Tiny here, who's going to be playing a safe game as he comes out swinging behind and Stape. Just like the name indicates, instant reaction and finds the second from 55.
This is not like Tyne. He usually wins those close quarter battles, and we saw him when he was part of Typhoon against Grove Street, and he was able to fend off 2 of them that pressed against him. Is that clip just a fluke, or is that just the unfortunate situations that came upon them? But yeah, Tyne not having the game he wants to have, it definitely doesn't feel... It just doesn't feel right, this game. It feels broken.
Absolutely. Mira, though, one of those teams to really been consistent throughout all these maps, and they're looking to find themselves one extra to put in the grave. That's one to drag in the dirt. It will be Maestros, who have been really aggressive all around the board, be it with a gun or without, as they do get taken out. And, well, you know, I've been wondering for a while, Hyper here, there is a bit of a giveaway going on, but there's been 5 codes. Where's the 6th one?
Yeah, last code, Red Zone Rejects. And let me spell that out for you. And I'll only spell it out once on stream. Otherwise, look inside the chat. It will be there. REDZONEREJECTS. That is the Red Zone Rejects. Even though there may not be a red zone in a competitive game, make sure you go into the links that are provided in the stream and go and get those 2,000 coins. We're talking about getting those coins. How about 31 Gaming's time done and dusted?
Just out of the competition, that's how they're going to be leaving the battlefield. As in the meanwhile, Hot 90s, they've been always all around it, but just not one of those major names that can persist till the very top 3. They've been in the top 4 in the previous map, if I do recall, but that's not what gets you the victory, nor does it rise you up till the very top, as long as you can back it up with a full team and a lot of kills that we have also been noticing on the side of Balkan Eagles.
Yeah, 90 also trying to push up their clown carring this way forward, so it's a quick aggression. And I think they will be under the illusion that it's only one player that's popped up. But no, Hisense are going to try and make sure that they have everybody there to stop the push forward. Chewy's been a dominant player, but Chewy dropped to the floor quickly.
All right, here we go. That's Hisense. They've already claimed a team for themselves. An extra kill along the way, but they're not going to be stopping there just yet. That's not their final end goal. And still sticking not only roofside, but inside this building. This one house is going to be their major key point of plotting it out, while 2 of the players trying to get that revive on. I'm not seeing the utility come out very hot and heavy because we don't have the courting one. Stapy having to back up due to outside shots coming in. And 2 of the players from Hot 90s, while the one is down, the rest here are right in the sights of Hisense themselves.
Yeah, the blue zone's trying to do the damage, but the res has come up, so everything of util is missed. And this allows a second chance for the 90s to come in to try and get one more push and one more kills, but I don't see it happening. Hisense are on their game. They have stepped up the way they needed to. There's one. Stay gets the second, says goodbye, and this is a disaster show if you are the 90s.
Yes, it is. Not looking the greatest, and we've barely surpassed 10 minutes, and already so many players have been taken out. That's what happens when it's such an open field. While though there might be cover, not many players are taking it to their advantage, or rather they're being caught off guard the second they don't have it for themselves, which is definitely going to display here. And although everyone, or at least the majority of players, just a very small minority of them being outside the zone, it yet again shrinks, and well, it shrunk right down to where all the main action is currently unfolding.
Yeah, we've got Cantera, we've got the truck stop, we've got the mines as well. We've got a lot still in play at the edge of Impala. Though, to be honest, anyone drops Impala, myself, doesn't really do a lot in Impala, and they decide to rotate quickly. So, there is some good areas that you could start to anchor in and get the compound going. But while this is all happening, may I just remind you, we've only just started Phase 2. All that action in Phase 1, we're only just about to start the juicy bit.
That is true. We are just about at the very beginning, or should I say first third of this match, and it's already proven to be quite a festive match map, whatever you want to consider it. And this time around, it's just going to keep on ascending, although right now I can imagine for a couple of minutes we're going to be nicely taking our time to relax and these teams to set back. But 1453 do not have that mindset.
The more defensive mindset as full rush. Doing as the name says, full rushing up to the point and wanting to try and take over those bottom buildings under, I believe that's water treatment nonetheless. But your soul has been shot and very quickly being eliminated. Full rush pushes aggressively, explodes onto the point, and able to take control.
There goes 1453. They tried to take it. Didn't really work out the best, because that's exactly what your mistake was, trying to go against full rush. You were not only up and close, but ready for any confrontation, as now even we are ready, taking it from afar. An extra one to their left. They seem to be spotting some vehicles, not paying attention to those though. They already have a victim in their line of sight, but you do want to watch out for dragons who have caught on to you.
Yeah, the Dragons, they are needing desperate points here. They only have 12 kills, 4 placement points, so they're currently sitting in 12th. They want to make a major jump up, trying to crack the top 10, top 8. And if we play off EWC qualification rules, top 8 would qualify you. So this would be great practice if they can get themselves there. As a reminder, in only 2 days' time, EWC will commence. Sorry, tomorrow, EWC qualifiers will commence, and this is great for all these teams to get those reps in and to keep PUBG going.
To keep it going, make sure you're still caught up with everything. Although, keep in mind, a lot of these teams, or rather the top 4 from the previous overall scoreboard, have it all on the line right now. Major league teams such as 55, Balkan, Inyox, and Mira, those would be the ones you want to look out for, and those are the ones that really want to make it to the end stage here.
Try and get to the bittersweet end. Try and make sure that you are going and taking victory. Inyox wants to make sure that there is a massive buffer. Remember, 12 points is the difference between both teams. 55 and the Eagles, both close to getting that lead.
Mangoes tend to lose one. That's going to be Rasaquino. As in the meanwhile, Zetch is going to be the one delivering those bullets. Now, clicking on those triggers, pulling the finger, and Mangoes right now losing out on the one player. Tried to smoke out and maybe get the revive, but time simply wasn't sticking around for it to be witnessed. And now, with it, phase 3 is underway.
Yeah, this is going to force a lot of teams to come closer together, but we saw how long it took before real fights come in, so I'm not too worried while this rotation starts to come through. Phase 4, that's where the action starts to ramp up to the best of levels. We are ready, though. How do we describe their performance? Sitting in 13th, 14 kills, 1 placement point. It really has not been a day for them.
No, it has not. And now they're going to have to be facing Mira unless they get ignored by them, which does seem to be the case, but with so many bullets coming out, I mean, they're just asking for an all-out war. And there comes a nade, you're approaching them close. A bit of a backtrack here from one of the players, and it does seem to be heading right their direction as that's a down onto LFP, a finish by it as well. And Mira have already lost one in such a low amount of time.
Yeah, very quickly, Mira trying to capitalize back as they're able to take down 2. So from the grave, they come through, and Mira are taking out War so quickly. And now there's only one left alive, and that is Taxil, just left to stay and keep the hopes going. But it's not going to happen as the flushes come through from 3. Last hope. 1v3, a clutch of a dream for We Are Ready. I don't think they were ready for that fight.
Oh, and what a beautiful flash and combination! As all of a sudden, We Are Ready have been eliminated by Mira, challenged by We Are Ready, and that did not go their way. While though they did manage to take out LFP, they exchanged their entire roster for it, which is definitely not the best of looks. And Mira have also claimed 7 kills along it, showing absolute dedication to the craft.
Mira currently in 4th. They're looking at a 20-point gap to close to the Iniox squad. So you're asking Iniox to go out early and for essentially a win plus as well 10 kills. Then they're good. But you can see the 55 Esports in that center, Iniox in that center, Eagles in that center, all top 3 teams inside the circle, not needing to rotate. We could still see the Eagles moving around just a little bit. But they're happy. They're happy to lock and anchor down this position and allow these other teams to come up to them and harvest some points.
Harvest some indeed. They've came here together, and so they have arrived, but not on very welcoming terms, as it seems like AWP are taking shots at them. Not the best when it comes down to accuracy, but it's still a threat nonetheless. Balkan here fighting one from 1453. It's a down, it's a finish, and all of a sudden, similar to delivered, as one comes out from 6 Moon to be completely taken out by Grigo, and AWM are also looking to challenge the side of Full Rush, not knowing how close they tend to be sticking.
Yeah, Full Rush are again doing exactly what their name says, going aggressive, making sure they can get in their face because their CQB game is phenomenal. They're able to play aggressive, but you want to take out Hollow. That P90 is a death machine when it's in the right hand, so you've got to be careful when you have somebody pressing up against you with this.
Look at him nicely waiting for it. Great throw. Doesn't land accordingly. 6 Moon taken out, and one player right below you. You fail to react quickly, and that's where his teammates come in to support. But the battle all going out. It seems like there's gonna be no third party between the two, as many more teams are having a stray between each other, and going in will be Masinik as he goes out. Another for Delulu. Mango's at Hisense now, going off on their own, and Full Rush AMW still finding each kills for the other. A lot of downs for AMW, but Full Rush being the only ones who are actually keeping them at bay.
They're doing a good job so far. Zone starts to push in. Can you get this heal off? It's a 4th zone. It's going to do a lot of damage, so the res will come through. Maybe not this. I think this is going to be a knock. AMW gets it off. He's fine. He's safe. You can still fight your way through phase 4 zoning, but it's about to turn to phase 5, and this is where it becomes difficult. And this isn't the first time AMW have been inside the blue zone trying to heal their way through. But it's just a pain to watch.
All right. Full Rush there. They seem to have won and out. Taking a look at the map. every single aspect in a SIG dotted line seems to be covered. And now zooming in a bit more, we have a full elimination of AMW for Rush, finishing the job. They were challenged. They took it just like Mira against the earlier war. And well, that's only a battle. The war has not yet been won. And in the meanwhile, Iniox are looking to climb up to the very #1 spot.
Yeah, Iniox have just a small slither of compound they can play off, but you can see Andrew playing aggressive from the players behind, making sure they don't push into what is already rightfully theirs. As the Dragons have been at low, they have not done... they haven't done too much. They have put themselves in 12th, and they want to make sure they create some headway and create some damage, as Delulu is going to get wiped out early on. It's annihilation with the Mangoes. And what do you do if you are the Dragons? How do you push in these situations?
Ooh, it's a rough one, right? But you either need to hope you can dodge those bullets like Maestros did earlier, or utilize those smokes. Again, this car is going to be your get out of here easy ticket to find yourself that comfort, and the smoke being a great way to try and cover your tracks, but it's difficult, especially on the range. As there we go, Andrew with his aggressive side really pulling out efforts and making them work his worthwhile. That's another team to be basically gone, as Dragons now only have 1 remaining.
Iniox adding 4 more points, making it a 16-point gap. Plus, if they got knocked out now, 1 point, but I'm not factoring that in just yet because the positions have not been solidified. That is a huge advantage to kick things off with. Iniox looking to cement their win here.
All right. Now let's see it. Hisense 55 still looking to claim some for themselves, or rather themselves, but these long shots from Hisense have been really deadly and precise, as now Dragon Kiss eliminated, and Hisense on 10 kills, while 55 are still not backing off of fights.
We'll see in the feed, 55 able to get 1 on the feed, make that 2 in the feed, so countering exactly what Iniox has done in this match. Being on the edge has become a blessing because you can get these gunfights. Meanwhile, the Eagles, who are centered and central in this entire game, they're going to have to wait for people to push into their sight lines because you can't do anything with it. Meanwhile, Hisense, have we noticed the 10 kills that they're carrying right now? They are doing a fantastic job to really jump some positions here and to top it off, some position points as well.
6 teams. This is getting close again. Keep in mind, this is the final one. It's all down to the wire here. And a lot of teams might actually have the opportunity of this being the game changer for them, while others definitely don't have the shot at all. It all matters here, these final few moments.
55 Esports are going to be out. 55 Esports are stuck. He can't move. He has to res, and he's also trapped in the corner. This is going to be the goodbye, but look, he has 16 medkits to try and survive, and he gets like 13-ish health after every revive. I think he's gonna die soon. He's not gonna have enough. Oh my god.
That is insane.
13 jumps back. Quick check, then goes to heal at 50. He will keep doing that, but the zone ticks will increase. He goes to the shots. He knows he's done. And that is 55 Esports out of the running. They are not going to jump up.
Oh, but Hisense, this is their moment. This is where they've been really having quite the performance. Daddy's stuck on it. That was all irony meant. As Mangoes, their final hope, completely boxed in, being looked upon by many, and I mean many sharks.
Do you want the disappointment? This whole series is over. This whole series looks to be over. There is a very, very little way that it can be won. 14 points is the gap with the kills that I've calculated. Position points. Ineox is still going to get a big chunk of it, which will increase their lead. And even if the Eagles wipes them out, wipes Hisense, wipes out 1-4-5-3, I do not believe they can take the lead of this series.
Ooh. 4 teams, but not players according to it. About an 11 between all 4. Balkan and, of course, Ineox having the most potential to take it home. Hisense here with 10 has really been reigning, but their consistency in the prior maps has not been catch up with currently what they have. 1453 definitely had a moment of their own, but that's already passed us by a long shot. And I imagine Ineox here are looking to claim the victory, especially with the placement they already have.
So just confirm, even if the scenario I gave you, the Eagles go and wipe everyone else, it would be a 4-point gap. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can say and call it early. Ineox has won this series, but it's down to pride. It's down to what additionals can you do. Can you take a chicken dinner, make it 3 for your side, or will Eagles be able to put another on the board for themselves? That is the question that they're playing. These guys don't have the maths in front of them, so the battle must continue.
The battle must go on. I mean, it's not just over yet until we say it's over, because this right now is going to be huge. Hisense, one of their 2 players, seems to be taking a heavy load of damage, nicely retreating now while everyone's just waiting out the timer. It seems that here, Balkan have spread themselves along the thin line of the outside circle, which means they're ready to take initiation on anyone that might be looking to peek out a bit too much.
Ineox playing it safe. They know that they want those massive kill points. They know that they want to get... If they get any more kills, it will benefit them and just solidify this lead. Remember, in a place of first and seconds, that is huge. Find it, land it, 2 added to Ineox. Brilliant work from them to find the mortar. And now, the 4v4 fight we have been waiting for is about to commence.
This is the largest battle leading up to this exact moment. Balkan and, of course, Ineox both have been great teams, fantastic competitors, but rivals to be described the best. And right now, it's going to be coming down to this close-up battle. Rafa is going to be taken first, and also down will be delivered right into his pocket, although that's only the first. It's 1, it's 2 for Ineox, and although Balkan might have the upper hand, it's not over just yet, but this HP certainly isn't looking good nor healthy. There it is in combination with a fragmentation, and the last one, open field, winner, chicken dinner, and Balkan Eagles take the final map of the grand finals. But there's always one winner, and the winner chicken dinner goes to none other than Ineox, taking the champion of Season 6 on Plausible Gaming's PUBG Championship. The true winners, and in the end prevailed to be the greatest team today we could have had.
Yes, strong underdog story. Started out with being eliminated in map 1 with 0 points. You could tell that they were riled up and they were annoyed. They decided to make a comeback, slowly progressing their way. Arendelle, not the map they wanted to play on. Then we went to Diego. That's where they started to step up. Then went to